What's going on, guys? Midwest Tokusatsu here, and after months on end, I'm finally back with another toy review, this time for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Yellow Ranger. Now, as always, we'll take a look at the box art first, the figure itself, its accessories, and even kind of judge how the civilian head looks as compared to the actor/actress. Well, in this case, just actress. So, let's just get into it. So we'll just take a quick 360 look at the box here. On the front, you've got some helmet cover art. It continues on the side there, along with the Mighty Morphin logo up top. On the back, you got a full shot of the figure, as always. On the side, just another picture of the helmet. And on the bottom, there's nothing really important. So out of box, on first look, the figure looks absolutely great because I think it captures the female build pretty spot on. And of course, I'm speaking from, well, not the stock footage standpoint because that joke's been run to the ground, so I'm not going to go into it. But along with the figure, you have your usual accessories. She comes with her twin power daggers, 2 effects pieces for both power daggers, her blade blaster, which will just slip in there right now. An extra pair of hands, and a trainee civilian head. So now we'll get into articulation, but before we do, some quick notes about the suit itself. So for the most part, she looks like the other MMPR Rangers. All the detail that should be there is there for the most part. And a quick note on the helmet. The helmet, I think, is one of the more accurate looking helmets, unlike, say, the Red Ranger look, which looked all sorts of off. So I kind of hope like they redo Red's in the future, but hers looks just fine. Like nothing I can tell is really wrong here. But for articulation though, so she has your usual knee bend, foot swivel, boot cuff swivel, upper leg movement, calf swivel, shoulder rotation movement, butterfly joints, elbow bend, wrist swivel, abdomen, and ball jointed head. Let's see how far we can go. So yeah, you get the idea. So I've got her in a nice little pose here with the power daggers, and I've got to say, I am just relieved at how easy it was to get these in her hands, because with past figures, I've just struggled like so hard to get like a sword hilt or a handle into their hand, and I believe it kind of like messed the paint up on some of them too. And here I believe it's because the hands or her fingers are a little more malleable, and it allows like easier grasping of weapons. So good on that end, very good. And here we are with the effects pieces on the power daggers, and these ones are really, really cool looking because they're like this translucent crystallized yellow that like just like make them pop off the daggers themselves. And I don't believe I've seen this before in any other figures. Like I think most of them just have like sharp edges pointing out of whatever weapon they have, but this one like really like stands apart from the rest. Her extra pair of hands, or on the left you have a chopping hand, and on the right I believe it's a hand for pulling the trigger on the blade blaster, although I'm not quite sure if this was necessary because the other hand holds it just fine, so I'm not quite sure like what this was supposed to really achieve, other than like that slight little difference. And last but not least, we have the civilian head, and for the most part I think it captures the likeness of Tui Trang fairly well. You can kind of zoom in there. And as far as it'll go. I'll just kind of move her into the camera. So, I mean, if I were to rate it out of 5 stars, I'd probably give the likeness maybe like, say a 4.4. It's like, I've seen like this fan mock-up online that like made her look so much better and much more like her. And also like on the bottom of her chin, there's like this like little notch that makes it look kind of weird. Probably a factory error, but it'll have to do. So kind of wrapping up here, when it comes down to the helmet sculpt, the overall civilian likeness, and even the effects pieces for the weapons, I think MMPR Yellow is the best MMPR figure done for the Lightning line thus far. Because in the past, like, it just seemed like every figure release had some kind of issue. Like with the Red Ranger was his helmet, like I had mentioned before. Pink Ranger, she kind of had that bow-legged position that couldn't really be fixed in any way. And even Zach and Billy with their civilian heads just looked really kind of off. So this one is definitely worth your collection if you're looking for at least like one almost perfect figure in the line. Like this one is it here, unless they improve on, you know, like regular black or the regular Green Ranger. So we'll see when we cross that bridge. So as always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to like my Facebook page at Midwest Tokusatsu. We are also on Twitter and Instagram. And this is your captain, signing out.